there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
I got you, son. Switch.
2.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Check 45 to the line. Check 45 to the line.
Go.
Strip that.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Falcons 0.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he said... taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Got it?
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
98. 5.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yo, 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 go, go. Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready to break.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Ready.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Wallace. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Colts' 49-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Wallace. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Wallace. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Hey, it's all right. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
11. 1, Omaha.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. So they'll take the... Yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Nice hit, boy.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Big gap.
21.
Mike 37. Check. 37 to Mike 37.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Here we go. 180.
First carry for Royce Freeman. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Falcons' 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
Now a carry for Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Bravo.
Off play action. Wallace. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey!
2nd and 5. And it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike spot 9?
Yep.
Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
Hey, Orbit. Shoot.
From the gun on third down, Wallace. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Colts 21, Falcons nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
60 Pittsburgh.
You better bring it.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Wallace. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 59.
Look at me. Zipper.
59.
Hey, Echo.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They go.
Back to throw. Wallace. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go.
Operating from the gun. Wallace. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From the gun, Wallace. Johnson's got it complete. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
General West. Snap.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw. Wallace. It's caught by Sanders. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's got Smith here. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
11, 61, matchbox lights.
Here's Hines. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Wait,
I'm here all day.
On third down, Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 22. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
58, Mike. Tackles.
5.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Wallace. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Wallace. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh!
Good track, good track!
And 58 is the mic! Go 58 is the mic! Hey, Charlie! Now!
Operating from the gun. Wallace. It's caught. Smith. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, let's get this, get this. No.
X3, 218, chop, get it.
Throwing again. Wallace. It's caught here by Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run. It's Sanders, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
On the set.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Go.
Run. 58.
On first and 10, Wallace going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's got room. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me that.
They run with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that's complete to Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Wallace. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
Go. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Wallace. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
58, right there. On the ball. 58.
From the gun, Wallace. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wallace. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Falcons, 1st down. First and 10 at the
Ready?
30-yard
10
line.
Lobo.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, Zoo. Zoo.
On first down, Wallace. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Got it.
59. Mike's 59. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Ready?
Throwing on first down, Wallace. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Yeah, go.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Colts 42, Falcons 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Wallace. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Wallace. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now.
Back to throw. Wallace looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got him.
2nd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Don't get nervous. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Falcons 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Be careful.
To throw again. Wallace. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Now Sanders, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 180. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission. And
congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.